electric generator powering electric motors. This was built in 1963 and ran until about the mid-1980s. It started off on the Pennsylvania Railroad, went through Penn Central, ended up on Conrail. And this was used mainly as a long-haul, high-speed freight locomotive.
Wow. How many miles a day would it do, approximately?
Depending on how many crews you had, I mean, you could run essentially 24/7. You could run a couple thousand miles if you had it going. You know, if you were on the main lines, it could easily make it from Philadelphia to Chicago in a day. And yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, they put a lot of miles on these, and then a lot of people ask how many cars it could hold. That's kind of hard to answer, but you can always hook up more locomotives to it to pull more weight.
Right.
So it had 2,250 horsepower. Which is low by today's standards, and it's also the reason they only built this unit for 2 years. The GP35s came out, which had more horsepower in '63, so they actually built less than 1,000 of these GP30s, and only a couple are still in existence.
That's pretty cool. And it's all throttle, no pedal.
Obviously. So there is a pedal. That's a safety feature, though. So you had to keep your foot on that pedal the whole time the train was in motion to prove that someone was sitting here in the seat.
Okay.
So if the engineer had a heart attack or just fell asleep, his foot would come off and the train would stop automatically. We called it the dead man's pedal.
Gotcha.
Cinder block.
Yeah, most of them did that, which is why they eventually did away with that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I think very few people actually use that pedal for its intended purpose.
Yeah.
Conductor would go, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I mean, and how complex was it to start one up?
There are a few steps. I mean, usually you have to start up some oil pumps and things back in the engineering compartments in the back of the locomotive, and then right on the wall behind you is your engine start switch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, there are a few steps before you get to that, but it's not that hard. It's kind of like a big truck engine, just a big diesel engine, so...
You have to let them warm up to build air up in the...
Yeah, and if you hook up to a train, it can take 10 or 15 minutes to charge the whole train with air pressure, depending on how long the train is.
Right. Walking on the locomotive.
Don't touch it. It's greased.
Really?
Engine greased. Do not touch. Guess I didn't think it started.
Yeah. It's really not more complex than driving a truck. I mean...
And you don't even have to steer it?
Yeah. Just control the throttle. Keep your foot on the pedal. The pedal was cool. I didn't know anything about the pedal. Here you go. Hold that. Still recording. Like a champ. Like a champ.
Now, if I was feeling a little better, I could do my ship thing.
You're
just grab on both sides and slide down, but I'm a little stiff today.
like a champ.